EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. The atmosphere here, electric. No matter the venue, the home folks love their silver and black. They are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Miami Dolphins. And off we go from Las Vegas. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. First carry for Josh Jacobs. A first down and more for Jacobs as they finally wrangle him in at the 48.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Play action fake. They'll look to throw. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up. So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat in every meeting with reporters? This week, he kind of said, I've had enough. And I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Now back to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches. That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this second down call after that type of a gain.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. A handoff for Gibson. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. A give running right, Gibson. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Throwing is Hurts. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
On 3rd down, here's Gibson. Nifty move, and he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. Only 2 yards, and it'll be a punt on their opening possession. So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's got the hook up to Ruggs. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Second and 4. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And he will take it out to the 25-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. And here's a give to Gibson. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Now the Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down. And he's going to be brought down short of the 1st at about the 31-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here's Michael Pilardi now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Dancing away at the 35. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
You know, if following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues.
Here's a 2nd and 7. He's got a man complete. 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Henry Ruggs, 73 yards. And the Raiders on just 2 plays have taken the lead. And that time he came out of the slot for that big play downfield for the score.
I think what we just saw there, partner, was what we call scheming a guy open. Put him in the slot, know that he has tremendous speed. What you're doing with your other receivers is likely running shorter routes to draw the attention closer to the line of scrimmage, to give him a chance to get downfield and turn it into a one-on-one route, often against the safety. You like your odds when he's running against the safety. His speed usually wins, and it did on that play.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And the Raiders pick it up.
There's never a good place on the field to fumble the ball. Let's just call it as it is.
But definitely not in your own red zone.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Hurts.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
They go play action with Hurts.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And got his man complete. 30, 10, 5, and he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown.
Jalen Waddle,
93 yards. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are tied here in the second quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt, and it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now Gibson. Room here to run. And he'll wind up taking this all the way down to the Raiders' 20. 64 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. With Gibson. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 16-yard line. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
And the Dolphins are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. They'll run with Gibson.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
A big play there for the Raiders. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Jacobs now. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
They'll look to throw. Flush to his right, and he wisely will throw that one away.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free, and there's another example, another incompletion.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Dolphins' defense is able to hold. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st. To throw again on 2nd down. Hurts.
That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And here is a leaping catch. He pulled it in. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
On 2nd down now, it's Gibson. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On it's the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. Sanders' kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend, as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, and how about this right out of the locker room, an onside kick attempt. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
On first down, Hurts. His throw incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
2nd and 10. Here's Hurts to throw.
And that's going to be incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On the handoff, it's Gaskin. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. Was a kicker from that distance, 56, 57 yards. So many things you got to worry about, but I am a little surprised he didn't get it there.
Yeah, with the way kickers are nowadays, we're surprised anything under 65 that it doesn't get at least to the crossbar. But remember this, you have to drive it a little bit lower in order to make that distance, and you also have to be worried about the interior rush that they can get their hands on it. So that's why those stronger kickers nowadays who can pop it up in the air and still travel and carry it, that's who you're looking for.
On 2nd down, it's Jacobs. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They'll drop to throw. They'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A big play there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Once again, it's Jacobs. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
That's out to Hill, right side complete. Touchdown! From 8 yards out, and the Raiders have cut it back to within a score. Carlson now to add the extra point. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. Kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. Play action. Here's Hurts. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Shotgun handoff to Gibson.
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down.
They'll go again with Gibson.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
97 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. He'll check that down to Gibson out of the backfield.
And he is across midfield from one 49 to the other 49, a gain of just 2.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam coming out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure You don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there.
It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Hurts sets up to throw it. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A big play that time on the catch and run.
I want to take your role, partner, but up in the 4th quarter and going for it on 4th down and picking it up. How about that?
A big chance. That's why football is not for the faint of heart. Well, some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10.
They'll try the left side with Gibson.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
Eluding the pressure right. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard.
They'll run with Gibson.
And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the 1st down as he's tackled at the 2.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Gibson is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal.
That's out to the flat for Gibson.
Touchdown, Dolphins. A great play there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Gibson.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Fighting to stay upright. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down.
Max Crosby able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and a mile. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And some space here. He's at the 50, the 30, 10, 5, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A great effort there with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns.
And the Dolphins are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into Week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now.
Looking left side, he's got it, complete. That catch good for only a couple. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Back to throw here.
Got a man. It's Darren Waller. And he is going to have the Raiders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's going to let it fly. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. Back to throw again.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down. They'll run it with Jacobs. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown.
Josh Jacobs. Fine work there on the touchdown run. And the Raiders have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Down, time deficit an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. Dalton wants to throw. That's to Waddle on the quick slant. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Looking to throw. Got a man. It's Waddle, complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. That one looks like he'll throw here.
And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
Gibson again.
And they stop him short of the 1st as he can only get to the 20. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game?